Oh, sorry for the delay. I'm doing the room again, basically. Hence the reason why there's a delay. Because I'm doing the room. Oh, dearie me. And I say, don't give me the room to do. Because when you give me the room to do, it all goes the wrong way. Because I'm a nab. But anyway, we're here tonight for the Zenith League Season 2 this time. TXC against HNKL. So if you're not aware of this format, basically it's not best of 3, it's not best of 8, it's not best of this, it's not best of anything. It's just straightforward 8 games. That's it. That's all it is. As straightforward as that. So there are 4 maps, 2 games a map. And we're starting out on Port Bay. That's our first map, I believe. I hope so. Else it'll be incredible. Like I said, I'm useless at this. But so I'm running the room. So that's another duty I've got. So, yeah, you get points, obviously, for winning outright. You get points for drawing, and you get no points for losing. That's generally how it stands. I don't know who Dev 1 is. Who is Dev 1? I don't know. So I have to wait for them to tell me who's coming in and blah. Put device in. Devices on HNKL's team. Just make sure everything's done properly. Peptide, blah blah blah. Yeah. That's all done. Make sure this is done. Yeah. They can spec over there. Anchor out 07 in. See, this is what you have to do when you're shark out. War Thunder in. You see what you have? You see the trauma I get in running the team. So anyway, we're going out on Port Bay first. There is a delay, so I'm not gonna be able to interact with you guys, unfortunately. But anyway, yes, so we have got TXC. They will be spawning on the north spawn for the first game, with HNKL on the south spawn. Looking at the way the teams are rolling out at the moment, well, we've got HNKL with double Crown Wagon, double, potentially triple E5, an IS4 and a Vickers Light. TXC, well, they've got those triple IS4s there, double E5 potentially, a 268 potentially, and a T62A. But the teams, they've got it all. No, look, we've got a T22 coming in now instead of an E5, a Leo 1. Oh, then there's still double T22. So we've got to make sure everything's going according to plan. So at the moment, we've got very medium mobility lineup here by TXC. Which is interesting, a bit heavier, although they have got some mobility there with the Vickers Lights and the E5s. VK90, wow, it's an interesting tank. It's a good heavy, good for side scraping and stuff like that. Is it going to be good on this map from this spawn? I don't know. Depends what they do with it. Now we've got TXC. We've got a Kranwagen, an E5. 2 IS4s, a 113, a T22, and a T62A. And the teams are ready, I'm ready, we're all ready. Woohoo! Boom! Here we go, Port Bay. Game number 1 of tonight's Zenith League. So you can see hit point wise, wow, there's hardly anything in it. No team is really getting a major advantage. Let's get up into the back of the map and see where the teams are going to be rolling. I'm expecting TXC to be heading towards that C cap with their mobility getting over this creek where they should be going. HNKL, you can see the Vickers is making his way here. G22 and the T62 are making their way here. That was always going to be the situation. You can see the Vickers just being supported by the 2 Crown Wagons there of Device and Adelin. Ooh, there they are, just sat at the back. So 3 Nab along with 3 Bank coming over here. The rest of the team dropping into the C-cap, pushing Master Tank of HNK in the Vickers out of there. The 2 Crown Wagons will probably now move. Hurley cap advantage will therefore go to TXC. They just now need to stop the B cap. The A cap is being taken. Now the Crown Wagons are going to be spotted by 3 Bank here in the T62A. 2 Crown Wagons not really moving around much. I don't know why the FPS is so low, by the way, before anybody asks. I have no idea. It just is. So shots already going in. Free Vabon though, is getting a bit of a smack in there in the Crown Wagon. That's because he's being pushed by Nix Pal of HNKL. Points are firmly with TXC here. The game is giving me a bit of a hard time with FPS. That's the game, it's not me. My FPS is fine. It's struggling to keep up with the game though. I keep having this on Saturdays, unfortunately, so I apologise for that. It means I can't rotate around the map as much as I'd like to, because the FPS is so low on the game. And you can see it's struggling. It's getting up to 53 when it should be a very comfortable 60, but it's not. And that's leading to an encoding overload, I'm afraid. TXC here, all they're doing is defending that B cap. They've got good points. They are being bled, but then again, so is HNKL. They're also bleeding out. The Crown Wagons, Adelin is looking surprisingly healthy. Although I say that, he gets a very big smack. Vabon is still alive, despite him being pushed early on by the E5. 3 Potatoes coming in to help out now, and I can't do anything about this FPS, guys. I'm sorry. This is the game, like I said, it's not me. So it's a bit jerky. Down goes Adelin. That really gives a good advantage to TXC. Free Potato here facing off against Nix Pal. But he's going to get support from Nathan 666. He comes in. No. Vabon. Oh, there goes the second Crown Wagon of Device. 007 is going to go down here, I think. They're just being bled out, HNKL here. The Adrian's still alive in the VK90. Like I said, guys, I really can't rotate around the map as much as I would like to, unfortunately, because the FPS is so bad. Down goes the VK. War Thunder in the E5 is the last man standing. He is a one-shot to absolutely everybody. And Free Nab is going to come around and finish that off, and he does. So, 1-0 to TXC. And now the game ends, I get FPS of 60 back. What can I say? Thank you, Wargaming, and your amazing servers. Dished out damage there. I mean, HNKL got a lot to do. They just churning out over 9,000 compared to the just over 17,000 knocked out by TXC. So now I've just got to wait. Spawns have been changed around. Just waiting to see if the captains want any rotations. It's steadied down now. I haven't got an encoding error anymore. Everything's coming out at 60 FPS. No doubt when I'm trying to get into the game, the FPS will drop again. And you will see it in the... Well, you can't see it because my stupid bulk is in the way. But you will... I will tell you... is Mr. Shark playing or spectating or not? Yes? No? So here we go. Swap the spawn points. TXE now on the opposite spawn, HNKL on the opposite spawn, and HNKL this time gets a little bit of an advantage when it comes to... And again, my FPS is dropping rapidly. Hence the reason why you're not seeing fantastic playback on YouTube, because the FPS in the game is just dropping. I would have gone through the tanks there, but I'm more concerned about the FPS. I'm really sorry about that, guys. So, Free Nab in the T22 is rushing over that area again, and Master Tank in the Vickers is again trying to get those early spots. This time, however, HNKL do take an early cap lead. You've got Nathan 666 overlooking the B cap. Free Vabon in Free Business jump into the C cap. Free Power pushing on. They now know that there's going to be... The FPS is a little bit more stable this game. So bear with it, guys. You're not going to see much at the moment. It's a bit at your end, but there is a delay. So this time they sort of know the tactics. They know that the Crown Wagons are going to be where they're going to be. This is why Free Potato and Nathan 666 in the ice was just held back here. And they have just held back. B cap has now been taken by HNKL. The two heavies there of the VK90. Oh, 007 gets a bit of a smack there as he comes out, but he's done his job. He's capped the B cap. Free Nab is trying to push down onto the Crown Wagons, hoping to catch him on a reload. We'll just have a look at this little battle for the moment, and the FPS is dropping yet again. A device may be able to put some good shots in. No, but it's a good shot by Free Nab. Moving back round to this area, you can see that the points are now in favour of HNKL. As I said, guys, the lag is not my end. The lag is at the game end. You can't hear that, unfortunately. Mainly because I can't do anything about it in the tournament, guys. And I can't do anything about it when it's Wargaming's problem, not mine, unfortunately. The lag is coming from the game, which is in turn making OBS struggle. It's as simple as that. So TXE are jumping in. I would write that in the chat, but I can't because I'm in the middle of a spectator mode. I would stop OBS, but there's a 3-minute delay, so you wouldn't see anything. I could restart the game, but again, there's a 3-minute delay and you won't see anything. My frames per second on the game is dropping up and down, which is making OBS struggle. Down goes 007, down goes Master Tank. TXE are bringing this back around. War Thunder's going to go. Yes, he does. This is why I can't rotate around the map. I did explain this, guys. So TXE, get it on the points. I can't do much, I'm afraid. So, there you go. So TXE churning it round there. Now we're moving to a new map. So, ice out shocking. Which one's business? Oh, so what else we got? Yeah, I'm doing it. So I'm ready. As I said, guys, there's not much I can do about it. If the game's FPS is dropping, the game's FPS is dropping. There's not much I can do about it, guys. OBS is trying to struggle to keep up with the game. Okay? Now the game is set at 60 FPS, but at the moment it's struggling. That's the game. It's not OBS, it's nothing else. Now I'm in the garage, it's at 60 FPS. Not a problem. As soon as we go into the game, it's overloading their servers, which is having a knock-on effect with my stream, because my streaming OBS software is trying to catch up with what the game is doing. It's as simple as that. Hence the reason why there is an encoding issue, and that's why you're getting the lag. There is literally nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Anyway, it's 2-0 so far to TXC. At the moment, everything's fine to an extent. The FPS is settled at the moment. The encoding is fine. Everything is churning out, but, and it's a big but, anyway, we're going to have to go. Boom! So now we're on to Dynasty's Pearl, and already as soon as I go into the game, my FPS drops because I'm in the game now. And it's giving me an encoding overload because the game's FPS is so low because the servers are struggling. See, the FPS is on 52. It's struggling, guys, which means OBS is trying to do everything to churn out 60 FPS and just can't do it. And there's nothing I can do about that. Anyway. So, TXC are making a beeline for the middle area. And there's the glitches in the game here on this map. Now I've got 60 FPS. No, I haven't. I've got 50. You can't see it because I'm there, but if I can't drop the webcam. Oh, just tried to. That was stupid. So anyway, I'm too busy explaining to you what's going on with the game. I'm not explaining to you what's going on with the tournament. But this is why it's struggling, guys. So they're dropping into the A cap here at TXC with HNKL looking to get the early cap on C, which they get, and then trying to prevent TXC from getting anything onto that B cap. Cap advantage will therefore go to HNKL. The Adrian there of HNKL in the mouse really, and Master Tank really being caught off guard there. They were meant to be pushing towards the B cap, but they couldn't go. So now we've got Papa Sparta in the mouse pushing down on them instead. with the other mouse and the E100 there of Nathan 666 and Potato. I'm overlooking that B cap, making sure that nothing can jump in. So HNKL really overlooking the B cap area. Sorry it's jerky, guys, but I keep losing it down to like 40 frames per second in the game. I'll drop my webcam out in a minute and you'll see what I mean. Oh! That's a big kill! Next part, oh, he was in a back chat taken down by Free Potato there in the E100 and Free Bank in the E50M. So tank down already, that's changed it a lot. TXC now have the advantage here. Massive advantage. They've got the points advantage, even though the cap first went to HNKL. Reason for that? Well, basically they've lost a tank. Now the mouses of Papa Sparta and Nathan 666 are able to drop into the B cap and pile on the pressure even more onto HNKL. You can see there, Adalin was getting a bit of a smacking. So, they've got 2 caps, they've got more hit points, more guns on the battlefield. In fact, they're in a good position to TXC here. The Jaegeroos just holding back this free power over there. And they can't, HNKL can't do anything down that flank with those 2 Jaegeroos. Both of them missing Thunder though. Thunder is a lucky boy there. Free Potato in the E100 and Free Bank are pushing in. Free Potato coming in the E100. Now my FPS is down to 23. Woohoo! Thank you, game. Down goes 007. It's all over for HNKL here. This is going to be a convincing victory. Down goes the Adrian. This is going to be a convincing victory for TXC. And there you go. It is. Well, I'm going to now drop the webcam off for the next one. That way you will see that the FPS for the game is just absolutely dying. And it is dying. So I'm going to just drop it out. Okay. As you can see there, 10,600 dished out by HNKL compared to the 16,000 dished out by TXC. I've now dropped the webcam out. When you then look in the bottom right hand corner, you will see the game FPS. Not my FPS, game FPS. And it's the game FPS that is causing the issue. Because what's happening is the game's FPS is so low, it's making OBS work overtime to try and give 60 frames a second. That's the problem. That's why you're getting the jerkiness that you're seeing on YouTube. It has nothing to do with my stream per se. It has everything to do with the game being unstable. Anyway, the teams are ready. We're now going out on Dynasty's Pill, almost. For round 2. And like I said, look in the bottom right hand corner. And you will see the FPS doing crazy things. So this time, TXC, oh, that's a glitch. So this time, TXC are heading with Free Potato and the Gladiator there, the Progetto, heading towards that C-cap, backed up by Papa Sparta in the 50B, and the 57 Heavies coming in, along with Free Parrot in the other 50B. HNKL this time looking for the A-cap. C-cap will pop almost immediately, as you can see there. So advantage will go points wise at this moment to TXC. You'll see my FPS on the game is now at 39, now 40. And this is why you're getting the lag, guys. Big push here around the corner by TXC onto War Thunder in the IS-4. He's going to be faced with a lot of auto-loaders, and it's going to be very painful for him, bless him. This is aggressive tactics here by TXC, and boy did it work. They are getting a bit of a pummeling by Device and Next Pal, though. In the IS-4s, Free Potato and the Progetto is trying to work his way round. Free Power is looking very worse for wear here. But then again, I mean, this is the problem with autoloaders. Once you're out, you're out. You've got a long reload. And boy, is it a long reload. Nathan 666 is really getting pummeled. So is Free Potato. Down goes Nathan. It was an aggressive move. Papa Sparta now getting a bit of a spacking. Free Nab is trying to come round the back. Free Power is, wow, he's very, very unhealthy. He's 500 hit points. They have reloaded though. Can they get rid of 007? Yes, they can. Papa Sparta survives. The mouses are causing problems though. Over here, Device and Free Potato toying it out of each other. Device is now on a reload. So is Free Potato. He manages to get a good shot into Free Potato. Now we've got the mouses. Can they get rid of Mr. Shark though? And leave the mouses to last. Mr. Shark is a one-shot. No. Down goes Papa Sparta with the 50. Down goes Vabon. They need to get rid of. There he goes. Down goes Mr. Spark. They also get rid of one of the mouses. Adrian is the only one left. And you can see the fluctuation there in my FPS, which is causing all the problems. Free Nab goes down. That was an engine fire and everything else. That was massive. However, it looks like this one is going to go to TXC as well. And there he goes. Another one to TXC. Oof. I'm now going to find out what the next... Somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? Don't call me when I'm in the middle of a stream, you moron. I'm going to find out what the next map is. Yeah, okay, it's that one. Just have a quick look at the damage output. Well, much better there by HNKL. But aggressive stuff by TXC. They managed to hold it off with all those, in fact, an entire team of autoloaders. Just, yes, that one. Now I've got to see who's coming in. So we've already had two of the maps. So we've already got TXC almost readied up. Just waiting for HNKL. Seems to be no change to the team rosters. Looking at the way TXC are lining up, well, they're not going with full auto loaders this time. And we're ready to go here on New Bay, game number 3. Well, map number 3. Game number 5. Oh, my FPS now is only 49. Now it's 59. Now it's 58. This is where the problem lies, guys. Unfortunately. Can't do it. Seriously, can't do anything about that. Anyway, let's get up high and see where they're going to go. Even though I hate this map for spectating because all the buildings get in the way. And already we've got TXC with the Crown Wagons and Papa Sparta there in the IS Ford leading the charge towards B. Whereas HNKL are not even going anywhere near that. At the moment, they're going to try and get the cross shots in. Try and get the early spots going over. Mr. Shark is spotted, however. So is Free Bank and Free Vabon. War Thunder comes in from HNKL to give some support to Master Tank and Mr. Shark. But the T-22 and the 121 have sort of rotated out of there. Well, you can see the rest of TXC. C-Cap is being taken. B-Cap will go first. So, points negligible in favour of TXC. They will accumulate them just slightly quicker. And as you can see here, Free Potatoes trying to push up to get those shots in. Very difficult to get those shots in from there, though, because of the gun depression. However, the 121 is Mr. Bank and Vabon really trying to give a hard time at the C-Cap between the VK90. And they've got Free Nab coming over in the Foch. Now Papa Sparta's coming round. They may have an advantage tank-wise over here, TXC. Only just, though. But Free Bank is now looking worse for wear. He's now a one-shot. He manages not to get out of there. 007, however, is also looking worse for wear. He is now a one-shot, but next POW comes in. So does Device and the Grand Wagons. The Adrian and the VK90 is still very healthy. However, 007 could not last. But the Crown Wagons are now there, but Papa Sparta may be able to put some pain into the Crown Wagons. We're going to stay with this for the moment. Down goes the T-22. Let's just leave that and see what's happening over this side of the map. As you can see here, the Vickers, they're swarming around Free Para. Free Potato goes down. Free Para is not going to win this battle. He's got 3 against himself, and he's in an autoloader. He manages to take out War Thunder, though, before he's going to go down. Papa Sparta is looking worse for wear. He may not last either. HNKL have the advantage in this game at the moment. There goes Papa Sparta. There goes Free Nab. Free Para and Nathan 666 are the last man standing. Free Para is going to go down, though. We're not going to stay with him. We're going to watch this battle here. Free Para is going to go down. There he goes. Mr. Shark taking him out there. Nathan 666, let's stay down with him. Maybe that will help the FPS a little bit, or maybe it won't. Nathan 666 is going to go down here. HNKL are going to bring one back. Which they do. And as you can see, if you're watching, you can see the game FPS is just all over the shop, unfortunately. So, comeback from HNKL. 16,700 dished out compared to the 12,878. So HNKL are not going to go down. So swap the spawn points. Now I've got to look. No, you can't, love. Sorry. So I'm just waiting for the guys to tell me if there's any rotations. So I'm going to leave the webcam off. Doesn't make an ounce of difference because it's not OBS. That's the issue. It's actually the game. And boom! Here we go. New Bay, round 2. Let's get a into the back. Kind of, because if I go too far back, it just glitches. And this time we have TXC making a beeline for the C-Cap, although Free Bank and Free Vabon Free Bank mainly is heading towards the ramps, trying to get those early spots. Moving over to HNKL, if I can, with this pathetic FPS. Well, they're going to drop into the B cap. Masterclass is just holding back there. They're pushing through the B cap into the park area, trying to put some pressure onto that C cap. This is where the heavies come into play. They may catch Free Power and Free Potato off guard slightly. And they do. Super Conker's a great tank, but only when it's all down. When it's out in the open like that, which is what they're trying to do. But look at the support coming in from TXC. The support is coming in. They've surrounded War Thunder. War Thunder was looking for that easy kill on the Super Conk of Free Power. And now he's in a world of pain. The War Thunder is now really struggling. He had an engine fire as well. Down he goes. I don't know if that was an ammo rack. But down he goes. Free Power survives. Free Power gets a big smacking by the Adrian there in the VK90. Now Nix Powell is being battered a little bit by Free Bank there in the Vickers. And he still gets battered. Free Bank trying to get out of there, but he gets blocked out by the VK90. He loses quite a lot of HP, but not enough. Down in comes Papa Sparta in the E100. He's on a reload. Next Pal is going to go down here. Free Vabon comes in to take him down. That leaves him onto the Adrian in the VK90. Maybe they can take him down. Free Vabon's got a very good reload. If they can get rid of the Adrian, who caused so much problems last time. Big 1,000 rolls going in there by the E100s. Down he goes. Master Tank there, looking very worse for wear. So is Device. Device is surrounded by a lot of IS-4s and an E100, and down he goes, leaving just one tank left, and he goes down because I was not quick enough to go and get him. So, that was a statement of intent. Big statement of intent there by TXC. So we're now swapping the maps. And we're out on Halas next. This is the last map. And we're off. Boom. There we go. And looking at the teams here, a lot of E5s there for HNKL, T22 and IS4 and a Vickers. Moving over to TXE, look at all those Progettos. And a 183, that's a bit of an imposter. Along with Papa Sparta, he was in a Leo 1. Interesting meta selection. Almost as interesting as the game's FPS. So, where are all these auto-loading auto-loaders going to go? Well, middle of the map towards C. Moving over, looking at the C cap, where I can try and get a position and steady the FPS as much as humanly possible. Shots going into the Master Tank straight away there. And the Progettos here, Potato, Babon, Para, Nathan 666 and Nab all coming in with Papa Sparta just overseeing and the Death Star of Bank at the back. C-Cap will be taken. I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. A lot of mobility there on the side of GXC. You see, HNKL really can't do much pushing. They're worried about that Death Star that is over there somewhere. We can see it. They obviously can't. Now the Progettos are rotating back to their spawn. T22 here of the Adrian and 007. Oh, Papa Sparta gets a bit of a blooded nose there by War Thunder in the E5. So now the Progettos rotating all the way back, trying to look to crap out on the B cap. Adrian getting a bit of a pubbling there, and again Free Bank not being used as of yet. B cap is now being taken, so cap advantage will go to TXC. War Thunder just sticking his nose out a bit too far there. Bless him. Allowing Free Potato to give him a bit of a smack. Oh, 007 in Free Nab. Maybe Free Nab is sticking himself out a bit too far as well. They're trying to find that 183. They found him finally. And they've put a couple of shots in. Freebank has not been able to get any shots out yet, I don't think, in the 183. Nothing's really presented. Difficult tank on this map. War Thunder drops into the sea cap and gets a smacking for his troubles. Master Tank is coming round in the Vickers to help him out. Free Nab, Papa Sparta looking to close down War Thunder here. And they will be able to. Yes, they do. He was overexposed. 007 is now a bit exposed here, but he is a heavy compared to Free Vabon in the Progetto. He has a lot more armour. But when you're surrounded by Progettos with their auto-loading auto guns, then it's not an easy task. And again, 007 just caught out of position a little bit. Down goes Papa Sparta. Taken out by the Vickers, but they may lose 007 here in the IS-4. And they do. Adrian is coming round to try and help out. The Vickers has gone down of Master Tank. Down goes the T-22. Leaving just the heavies that are over here. Trying to push onto the 183 of Free Bank. Down he goes. Free Potato, however, has a free hand here against one of these. Who's he going to go for? Nick's pal is the one he's after. Can take him out now with another shot. Down he goes. Device. Well, Device is looking worse for wear. Down goes Device. Leaving one tank left. And it's all over. TXC get it. An interesting meta, but it worked for them. As you see there. Poor old Free Bank. I think he got one shot off. Maybe two. Oh no, he got three. I gave him not enough credit, but there you go. I mean, really good stuff there. We got to swap those spawn points. Oh, so here we go. This is the last game, guys. It's 6-1 in favour of TXC. TXC will be taking home all the points. At this rate, it'll be interesting to see what they choose. I mean, HNKL can't bring it back. They know that. So it'll be interesting to see what tanks they're all going to take. We can see from TXC, they've gone for a full auto-loader lineup. The full Clippers, sorry. Full Clippers. So let's see how that works. I know that Batchat has recently had a buff, but that's a bit ridiculous. Anyway, last game of the evening. FPFs notwithstanding. This is going to be difficult to keep up with them with this crappy FPS. To be fair. Look at all these Batchats. Batchat City. All heading for the ACAP. HNKL. Well, at the end of the day, TXC have got nothing to lose then. Oh, they pushed Free Nab into the ACAP. So now HNKL know where they are. Even though they try to avoid. HNKL getting the C cap. They are playing the game. The rest are just having fun. They're going to be coming up onto Device very quickly. Along with 007. And Device is the first target. And boy, he's just feeling a lot of pain from a lot of tanks very quickly. And boy, down he goes. The Adrian and the T-22 rotates back round. They're all getting on top of each other here, trying to get those reloads. Oh, Free Nab really overextending. Trying to face off against the Adrian in the T-22. He's going to come a cropper though. Clearly the Batchat buff has made the Batchat OP. Fantastic game to finish on. And there's all the stats. Lovely stuff. Who would have thought bat chats and everything would have done all that? Wow, that's it. That'd be it. It's all over, guys. I'm going to dismiss the room now. One of the reasons why we're having problems is because of this. Even though there are 40-odd thousand slots, there are 20-odd thousand people playing, and that puts a strain on the game. And because there's a big strain on the game, it's killing the FPS. Because it kills the FPS, it just has a knock-on effect. Because OBS is struggling to churn out 60 frames per second when the game itself isn't churning out 60 games per second. So anyway, that's it from me. It's all over, guys. So congratulations to TXC, stunning victory, 7-1 against HNKL. Unlucky HNKL, I mean, that game on New Bay was fantastic. You really had the upper hand there. But TXC were just a bit too strong for you tonight. Anyway, I've been Fujit. That has been Zenith League Season 2 TXC.